So this, yeah, so this one, it's finally here. Introduced my new company, Amina Snacks. I could never find the perfect healthy snack that tastes good, so I made one for us. The Midnight Mini Cookies are real, made with non-GMO ingredients, added vitamin D. Probably not bad. Like Pokimane kind of Girl Scout cookies, and then this kind of where everything went bad.
Yeah, that's what got me here. That's what got me out of my vacation. We got to talk about cookies. Now, look, at this point, you guys, I'm sure, have heard of what I'm going to talk about today, the Pokimane cookie drama, but I wanted to talk about it myself because I have seen what the people are saying, and it seems like you get an instant 1.5 million views if you just say Pokimane dumb, cookie bad. But I feel like we need to
Big Diamond, have a good night. Appreciate you tuning in.
Dig a little deeper. We need to be rational humans who look at a story that's trending, and then rather than just hopping on whatever the hot phrase is, we'll do our own conclusive research on what we feel and what we think based off the information.
I didn't know why. Yeah. Well, it's because of these cookies.
Sexist? Are Pokimane's cookies a scam? Are people broke? These are all things that we are going to figure out today. But first, let's get into the context of this.
I still am confused. Of course they are. I'm still confused why. Like out of and then I don't know how to say this without sounding like some type of way, but like, why would you sell cookies? I think we're all broke. Correct. Yeah, absolutely. But if I'm not buying cookies, it doesn't mean I'm broke. It just means I don't want your garbage cookies. And I don't even really care about Pokimane or like anything about that. Like just in general, even if Ludwig came out with cookies, I probably wouldn't buy cookies. Are people broke? Yeah, correct. Absolutely.
With Poki's original announcement. Biggest announcement of my career next Monday. And it's a product launch. All right. This happened just a couple of weeks ago.
Who wants to try it?
It is. All right. This is her announcement. She says, it's finally here, introducing my new company, Mina Snacks, which, as far as I understand it, is a healthy snack company that is offering
But most people who are buying these would just buy them because they like her as like a person or whatever. I don't know if like somebody random is going to just buy cookies. Oh, it's very random to try a cookie company. Yeah. Like I think a better approach would have probably been like candy or something rather than cookies. In my opinion, I really wouldn't probably buy. I don't think I've ever bought cookies online. To be honest, I think most of the time I'd probably buy like candy, stuff like that, but that's pretty much it. You know what I mean?
Flagship product, their Midnight Mini Cookies, which is real non-GMO with added vitamin D. It's healthy.
Yeah, cool, great.
But it's still yummy snack. That's the vibe that I got from it, which makes a lot of sense from a creator's point of view. All right, if you want to make it as a creator and you don't want to make videos into your 50s.
That's true. I guess there's a little similarity with Mr. Beast, but he's already been, what's the brand of cookies? I don't know. It's like Mina Cookies or something, I believe. But even with Mr. Beast, with his, I know he has cookies and Beastables, but also he was in the restaurant business, so it kind of goes hand in hand. He's already dipped his toes into that, so it's like it makes sense to some extent. Plus, he's 10 times bigger than Pokimane. He also didn't come out and call people broke, so that probably helped him a little bit.
Generally, you make a product. It kind of feels like Hollywood actors in alcohol 5 to 10 years ago is content creators now trying to make a new brand, right? Mr. Beast with Feastables, it's worth 1.5 billion. Logan Paul and KSI with Prime apparently is worth 8 to.
Oh yeah, that evaluation's down the drain. Have you guys heard about that drama? That's definitely down the drain.
10 billion. That seems like a big number. Maybe that's true. I don't know. But that's where the money is. That's where the rest of your career is. And I'm sure that Pokimane, along with her management, her team, were like, hey, you make this healthy snack company. It's something you believe in. And if you fuck with it, it could be $100 million venture and in every store in Walmart if you market it. And that's your job. You market it, we'll make it.
I mean, shook. Yeah, that's what like that whole thing is
cool.
Wild.
That's great. But instantly, there was a lot of backlash to the announcement of this company. And it came from a lot of different parties, wondering if it's perhaps a scam. Pokimane's new snack company.
It does look a little similar. Yeah, that definitely looks a little similar. I mean, golly, if it's like a white chocolate chip cookie, I mean, really, how many pictures can you get, though? I mean, they really only look one way. It's not, the packaging is totally different. Heard you're not even supposed to drink Prime. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to. Well, at least the red one or something's bad. The rest are okay. I don't really know. This is all alleged, of course. I don't really know.
company is being called out for allegedly using rebranded products. And apparently this company called Tootsie made a midnight mini cookie already with very similar ingredients, except for the vitamin D, and in a similar look, at least based off the package. And everyone's now talking about perhaps this is a scam.
Yeah.
Is Pokimane
I get that.
labeling a product?
Kind of doubt it.
Could she? The answer is almost certainly yes. All right. She did not make a cookie factory and start making cookies. That would be a big risk. Generally, you would partner up with a company
Yes, you could have, you know, bro,
who has a lot of expertise in this area. You would create your own branding. You might even try to pick certain things that you like, or maybe even pick a more expensive version of what.
Yeah, the fact that people think that she like started cooking these cookies in her living room in the oven is like ridiculous. You know what I mean? You never know, I guess, but it's unlikely. Yeah, absolutely. Like they're gonna go through the similar, like same company. There's probably different packaging, yada yada yada, that they go through. I mean, she's not making cookies in her kitchen.
What you like, and then sell that to your audience and
it's a deep
the rest
fake
of the globe afterwards. I know, because I've done this specifically with my swipe bidets. Ooh, look at that! What a beautiful graphic.
Oh yeah, those are great.
Swipe bidets, I've said before, are a white label product. No, I did not make my own factory where people are pumping out bidets.
No,
I worked with a company who already makes bidets. I picked the designs.
We need to learn more about the cookie industry.
Best, and then I rebranded them. We worked like a year on branding and product selection and manufacturing of them.
Yeah, this looks great. Like, it actually looks really good. I don't have a bidet. It looks really good.
And then I sold it to my viewers, and it worked out really well. We made like 7,000 last year, and they sold out within like a few weeks. And there's actually more available right now. It's not a
plug. I got you. I got you.
But we did re-up them if you'd want to get them. And you might be wondering, well, Ludwig,
is
this kind of a scam, you know? Because if it's white labeled, why don't I go to the manufacturer directly and buy from there? You're upcharging me for the Ludwig branding. And you could, if you wanted, you could. Here it is. It's leaked. Oh, this is the product. You can see it's very similar. It's the Fresh Spa Comfort Plus. It has 2 nozzles for front bussy and back bussy. You can get it for $59.99. Or you can get it from my website for $50. Wow, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
How does that work? Because I buy it in bulk.
This is also a way better product design. He also got a cheaper deal because of it's Ludwig, obviously. Like, they're going to cut him a deal. Makes sense.
Bitches, it's how it works. And I don't need any markup because I'm not trying to make money. I'm just trying to have every asshole in America be clean. Sorry, I care about that. So it doesn't always
weird thing to care about, but
it's a scam just because you're white labeling. Okay, that's just how it works. All right, sometimes people white label produce things en masse and then sell them because they like the thing. That's okay. That's not a problem.
That's great.
All right, so Pokimane responded to this drama, and specifically this week, Pokimane's new products.
It tells me which sells for 3 times the price. Only difference between the cookies is vitamin D3.
Apparently, just
$28 for cookies.
And she sells it for
$28 for cookies.
The price.
A passion project.
And she said, hey, well, it's actually not a scam. I'm actually working with a company who made that. I like the cookie, and we rebranded it. And we also changed like a lot of the products in it. So, you know, although they might both have flour in it, one flour could be.
Let's see. Mina has been a 2-year passion project to create a brand that provides the healthy and yummy snacks that we deserve. If you try the cookies and love them, I am so grateful and thank you. We're already working on new products, and I can't wait to show you all.
More expensive.
Chips Ahoy,
facts. Is gluten free, but you get the idea. All right.
Yeah, the healthy cookie.
Because it's the same name or the same price.
$28. $28 for cookies. I don't know. That's a little steep in my opinion. I don't think I'd pay $28 for cookies. That's like I could probably go to Cafeteria and get a full meal. Oreo for me, bro. I'm cooked. I'm not waking up at 6. Cash. You need to go to bed. What the hell?
And does it definitely have a markup because it is Pokimane snack? For sure, 100% definitely does have that. But I don't think it has such an absurd markup that this is Poki's secret way of doing a cash grab after her 10 years plus of content creation. I don't think she's trying to like milk it. I think she's actually trying to make a successful company. And here's the fucking kicker, all right? If it truly is overpriced and not worth it, it'll reveal itself in time.
Yeah.
It just will. Or even the viewers who might initially buy because they really like Poki will say, all right, I spent $28 for 4 packs, $7 a pack. I didn't super like them. It's not worth it. I won't buy it again. And then she would have to drop the price, right? That would just happen. So you don't have to get like mad about a price of something. It usually corrects itself in time. Capitalism.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my God.
I mean, if it's not selling, you drop the price. It makes sense. I think that's really the issue people are complaining about is that it's cookies. I mean, I can see the price being $28 and that's what people are upset about. But in general, I don't think that was the real issue. I think it was what she said about people complaining. I think people initially were upset about the price. But what people have been mostly paying attention to is what she commented to everybody after
Anyway,
about the price.
that should have been the end of it. But of course, we know it wasn't. That was posted on November 15th and November 16th. We had a lot of people farming it still, you know, for,
Oh, yeah, of
for
course.
likes on Twitter, updates on Reddit, and views on YouTube. Like,
Absolutely.
Like this person, I don't know, this person, whatever.
Almost
they're- I'm not trying to
1.26
fucking roast them,
million
but Pokimane
subscribers.
responds to scam allegations.
Embarrassing.
The title makes me laugh. This came out November 16th.
Yeah.
This was in reply to Pokey's tweet, which really should have just been the dagger in the whole thing.
Yeah.
But people kept talking because it gets clicks, baby. All right. All these fucking influencers, they're just farming it for
ATO, what's up,
clicks.
dude?
I'm doing that right now, but that's what we're doing.
Yeah, but that's
what we're
besides the
doing.
point.
And then, of course, I think in response to the continued backlash, which didn't really make a lot of sense in the first place, Pokey buckled. She cracked.
Pokemon responds to the price of her cookies. If you're a broke boy, just say so. So this is really what the issue was. I think the price of the cookies obviously were an issue, but also I think her response is what really caused the outrage.
Croaked, she choked.
Was this guy? This is
Somebody in the
Ludwig.
chat was chirping. She got a little one guy.
Meta bro, have a good night, dude.
said,
Appreciate you tuning in, brother.
Are like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know.
That's a little bit more reasonable.
When you're an idiot, but like if you're a broke boy, just say so. Anyway.
Okay, and let's just say it plainly. That was dumb. She shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, I agree.
That was mean. She shouldn't have said that.
I mean, why would you say that? If you're already on the hot seat, why would you say that? But looking at it from a different perspective, 7 bags. But it's not like I get to, do I get to buy 1 bag if I want to for $7? Only stream I'll try to watch. Not a broke boy. If I get to buy 1 bag, or do I have to buy the $28 and get the 4 bags? Because you need to sell out the product. And then obviously, like, this is not going to incentivize anybody to buy your cookies.
That was off-putting. She shouldn't have said that.
I'm broke with a bit.
That's just a fact. That is a fact of life.
You got some
Those are
cookies,
not nice
ATO.
words to
You
say,
want them?
especially when you're a millionaire talking to people who aren't millionaires. This is just a position where words like that shouldn't be thought of, much less said.
If there's a 50% off coupon, I'm not broke, but I'm a broker. Get it right?
And it created
Oh, chaos.
shitstorm,
Yeah,
all right?
I don't know.
Everybody was like, ooh.
And like, people will be like, yeah, there's no such thing as bad publicity. There is absolutely such thing as bad publicity. If you're getting canceled like this, so do we all go in on the $28 bag? We get there's 4 bags. We each get 1, or at least we can probably all share the cookies. One cookie per person. I think that's a steal. Yeah, I don't know why she would say this. I understand it's probably like just on the spot, probably heated, just kind of said it. Makes sense.
Let's cash in the view train. Pokey fucked up. Time to get views. And
I just literally can't believe that this platform.
No, dog. I don't care about your scabs. Anybody even will buy those?
All right, I
Total
promise you,
steal.
if Asmon Gold shows you his metrics, that was a 1 to 10 on YouTube.
Oh,
Of
guaranteed.
course, Charlie made the video that was the biggest about it. I think it got 5 million views. I mean, it does speak volumes about how many views you get when you talk about Pokey. And mentioned your wealth was built on their backs. And this seems to be the main sentiment, right? Pokey was calling this viewer broke. And because of that, she's not really respecting the people who made her rich in the first place. She's disrespecting her viewers.
I get it.
I'm gonna poke at that a little bit.
Yeah. I was gonna say I get the angle he's about to come at. I don't think the people who support Pokimane are the people saying that, which is why I think she feels comfortable saying that. I think the people that support her are gonna buy the cookies regardless. At the end of the day, but I still don't think, as a general sense, I think you are gonna turn some people away by saying that. But also, I think if you're a big streamer like that, you don't care about losing that audience. You'd rather have the people that actually like you and want to support you in there regardless.
Here, because I really don't believe that most of Pokey's
What cookies
viewers
is she selling?
are actually offended or give a shit.
Like
Most of them
kind of like
are
Girl
the
Scout
ones
cookies,
trying
I
to,
think.
like, do damage control on her behalf because they fuck with her and they
Yeah.
watch her play Valorant.
Yeah.
People who are actually upset have no idea what her Valorant rank is.
Yeah, exactly.
Plays Valorant.
Exactly.
They're just outraged on behalf of her viewers, right?
Are they just like, to some extent, it probably is a lot of people that just don't like her in general. A lot of like red pill kind of probably more guys that I would think they're probably more upset if I had to guess. And I understand like probably calling someone a broke boy probably isn't a good way to gather an audience. Still, probably not good to say that regardless, even if you are a big streamer trying to sell a product, in my opinion.
Like, why would you talk about your viewers, the people who made you rich and disrespect them like that? I don't think that's what was actually happening. I think this started in the first place because this was overhyped outrage, which shouldn't have existed at all.
Poppy, what's up, Pokimane?
Who don't actually watch Pokimane at all.
Right.
She shouldn't have said it. It was dumb to say.
Exactly. Yeah.
It definitely affected people who do watch her, who weren't even attacking her in the first place. I don't think they give a shit right now.
Yeah, but they're still probably going to feel some type of way about it.
Of them give a shit. I think the people who do give a
influencers
shit
love to
are
complain.
the
Oh,
outside
absolutely.
looking in, being outraged on the behalf of these.
Toffee, what's up? People love to complain. People will do that to that kind of nonsense to provoke people and attract attention. I agree. I think, and obviously it worked, right? And she probably knew that was going to work. People are mad that she called someone a broke boy. Yeah. I think in the general sense, if you're a big streamer, you can't really be saying stuff like that. And like I was saying, it kind of comes back to like the, whatever her, like, I know that's not her audience that she's going for, but regardless, I don't think as a, you should be saying that anyways. Either way, like she's ingrained as a well cult-like following. It doesn't really matter. Remember X, he would say and do the most insane, yeah, for that kind of attention, kind of the same. Yeah, but there is a point where it is bad publicity. Like it's not all good publicity. Like you're at a point where you're getting like canceled and like ridiculed on the daily and people are like trying to mess with your real life. Like it's not always all good publicity.
Somewhat made up viewers, right? Just some real, most made up. And then Pokey follows up with an apology tweet saying, while what I said was 100% intended to be a joke, I see why I came off as insensitive. I apologize. I understand the price might be high. We're maybe going to see if we can make it more affordable. I don't know. And I was trying to talk to one rude chatter, not a general statement towards everybody.
Yeah, okay? Yeah.
But damage done. Damage done, she said in oopsie poopsie.
Regardless if you're trying to talk to somebody like individually or not, like it's going to be spread to a mass audience because they're going to take it personally or to heart, or people that already don't like you, which we can see has already happened, and it blows up. Also want to clarify that this was said towards one rude chatter. I did not intend it as a general statement or towards the community. Yeah, but this is just kind of damage control at this point, right? Better call people broke. Well, that's kind of publicity got clapped to. So yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing? We're just doing some reactions. Kind of my last one broke out for you.
And now it's just, hey, let's talk about how what she said was dumb and cash in the 1.5 million views. Cha-ching!
Yes, sir.
Okay, you know what? She's helping the economy. People don't talk about that.
Yeah,
but I have a theory
overlooked
about why this happened. Okay, some people think this is just Pokey fucking up. Pokey gets in trouble because she fucked up. That's why this is a big stink. Other people might say sexism at work here. It's because she's a woman. It's because she's a woman. I
definitely think that's part of it. Right. I definitely think that's a little bit part of it. I don't think I mean, there's a lot of hate towards like female streamers, I will say. I definitely think that's a little bit part of it because it blew out of context where I think if somebody else like Ludwig would have said that, or XQC says this a lot of time, I'll call people broke. I do think that it gets blown out of proportion in this case where it probably wouldn't with somebody like that. So I don't know.
Another theory, and I thought about this initially because I saw this post on my Reddit. Okay, Destiny has nice things to say
because
about
there's a woman.
Here's the clip.
Even behind the scenes, I've never heard anything bad about Ludwig ever. Most of the stuff, a broad variety of content creators have good things.
Yeah.
I wish I would have had this when I was still working the road.
You need
flexible armor.
You need one of these. Check them out.
Things to say about him personally, privately, publicly, ever. So yeah, I think that if Ludwig were to market something, it's like, hey, listen, guys, I'm selling stuff, and you know, this is what I do, and it's my markup, and I'm just trying to make some money here.
It's woke. I don't think it's woke. I don't think that's being woke. I think it's just like being a rational human being at the end of the day. To be honest, like I think you could look at that rationally and be like, yeah, this was like, and if you watch XQC, you know, he calls people broke boys in a joking sense. That kind of was meant in the same context, I think, for Pokimane, but majority of the time, people don't see that type of content or jokes from Pokimane. And when you're portraying yourself a certain way to your audience and then you change up or something like that, that's what provokes the hate. Well, why is influencers and streaming culture so damn toxic? Like, oh my God, it's about ready for laughing at me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's, yo. at this point, especially with I 100% cast that's what I mean. When people like take it so serious, they start messing with your real life. That's when it becomes an issue.
I don't think Ludwig would get a lot of pushback. I could be wrong, but like, just Ludwig is just so straightforward and so like brazenly transparent on everything.
This guy's glazing.
I feel like I don't.
This guy's glazing hardcore right now.
Get that much of a negative pushback? Yeah.
Now, I'm being glazed and used as an example.
Yeah, I was like, my God, dude, chill.
Just being sexism at play, and it's just Pokey fucking up at play. But I think it's actually even more interesting than just simply Pokey fucking up. Okay, because if we look at some other things, maybe some more innocuous things. For example, here Pokimane answers the web's most searched questions. Wired, autocomplete interview. You can see it didn't go very well. All right. Now she doesn't say anything controversial in here.
It's just like, yeah, you just
has a lot of haters. Almost 6K downvotes. Okay, I did the same shit.
Sheesh.
I got 10 times more views on mine. I only got 1.6K downvotes.
He's a nice guy.
Here's my theory: Pokey is really, really famous. Like, you cannot fathom how famous she is. 9.3 million followers on Twitch. I think
I'm just Twitch. That's just Twitch. That's not like Twitter, Instagram. Like you can find all those like pretty much. I mean, if you're in the, like this has got to be old ninjas 18.8. I mean, not nearly as many people are watching any of these people. I'd say XQC is probably the most famous. Shroud, Pokimane, Soda Poppin', Kaisenat. Yeah, Myth is definitely not up there anymore. This is kind of old. Aiden Ross.
Of Ninja, she's probably the most famous streamer alive. I would argue more famous than XQC. Maybe
I don't know about that.
Drama, but she definitely was. All right, and that's further backed up if you look at Google Trends. There is 1 week in the past 12 months where I have been more looked up or more famous than Pokey, and it was chess boxing.
Yeah, chess boxing was a mess.
Things went back to where they were.
This is interesting though.
Really, really famous. And why does this matter, Ludwig? Why you keep bringing up that she's famous? Because when you start content creating, the people who know about you are just the people who like you.
Yeah.
So if you fuck up, they're going to be the most charitable possible people. They'll be like, yeah, we get it. Sometimes you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like her audience is not going to really care. It's the people who aren't like her targeted audience. It's going to be taken out. It's going to be clipped. It's probably going to be clipped out of context. That guy could have been saying some crazy, wild, like gnarly stuff in the chat, but you won't see that. That's why it's like, but regardless, you're going to take it with a grain of salt, and you're just going to see the clip and react to that and judge the person off of that.
Fuck up in life, it's okay. And then the more famous you get, 2 new groups of people start to appear. Group number 1, neutral people. The people who will only occasionally see a clip of maybe something big, an event that you do, or maybe a fucky wucky that you do. Easily sway people. And the second group is haters. People just they don't like you. They don't like, maybe they were neutral people who saw a clip and then don't like you and then further feel that feeling. Or maybe they just hate you because you use terms like Riz and you're in your mid-20s. That's also possible.
Yeah.
And when those 2 groups, all right, the neutral and the hater group, massively outpower the group that likes you, any sort of controversy that might start will overwhelmingly through the echo chamber seem a lot worse than it is and then become like a fucking snowball and keep growing. So the reason that I think that...
No, I agree. I think like with a lot of people too, I appreciate how he explains it. Yeah, he's a great content creator, like just in general, like great streamer, great content creator, good dude. Ludwig on YouTube, check him out. Pat could be talking about lotion, someone to take it out of context. Great ATV still joke. Good luck. Yeah, so I think he makes it like a pretty valid point there. I was gonna go somewhere with that. I lost my train of thought, but yeah, it all comes down to like, oh yeah, the haters and then the neutral people. Like you see a lot of big streamers, like let's say like someone who's hot right now, like Austin McBroom, with dating Catherine Piaz, I think is her name. Big YouTube content creator. Some people think it's a fake divorce, but I think they did get a divorce either way. And then he kind of is really big on Snapchat. Has been posting content like that, but everybody's been attacking him after his divorce for like, I thought Asa was getting canceled. Exactly. Yeah. Pretty much because, for what? You know what I mean? Like, because they got a divorce, so people are on like trying to cancel him now. I pay so much money, he's making his insane bank on Snap. Oh yeah, I'm sure he's making decent money, but the amount of hate that he has also got, like people just switch up on you instantaneously, and it's people that are already like probably neutral, and now that he got divorced, they put him as a bad person, or he must have been a bad person, and that's why they got a divorce. He did cheat though too, but I'd have to see evidence for that. You know what I mean? A lot of it's like basis claims that I have not seen. But also it could be a publicity stunt, which I more so think it is, and that's why. And it's working, right? He did. It's common for people to switch up, and it's ridiculous. Yeah, like most people are in that, like kind of what he's saying, are in that neutral category, or you kind of have like people who will like support you regardless, but they switch over to being a hater or whatever once you got a divorce. Who got a divorce? Austin McBroom.
That if I was in the same position,
I got bored and bye.
is that it wouldn't get out of control. I don't think that group is so big for me. I'm not that fucking famous. There's not a lot of the neutral and the hater group that if I made cookies that were in people's minds overpriced, they won't get this. They won't get upset because they would be like, who the fuck is Ludwig? We don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even hit their radar.
Yeah.
Okay. I think a similar thing is happening right now, which maybe we'll talk about another day, with Dream, because he is, let me tell you, he's got a lot of fucking people who hate him. Now it's different because the
Minecraft streamer
he's done is not overpricing cookies. We don't got to get into that.
Yeah, when
you know what I'm saying? All right, this is my running theory. Okay. Now you can infer perhaps why does she have such a large group of people who know about her and also hate her, and that is so much bigger than who like her. Maybe sexism can be at play there. I don't think it's just that simple one-to-one though. I think this is my theory.
It's part of it. It's part of it for sure.
When you think about it, I think it's very smart and good. Anyway, I'm going back to my vacation because I'm missing dinner time right now with
W. Ludwig. Farming his videos right now. Awesome dude.